Good day, folks. Welcome to On the Bench at Sport Fishing on the Fly. Today I'm going to tie for you my silver on silver softie. This is a fly I've been using for many years around BC here in the still waters as well as the streams. It's very effective. Probably my #1 soft hackle, I would say. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For a hook, I'm using an Arex curved nymph barbless hook, size 14. I usually tie these anywhere from a 12 to a 16. For thread, I'm using 18-aught black spider thread from Semperfli. Any small thread is good. For the body, I'm using 0.8mm flat tinsel in silver by Semperfli. For the rib, I'm using fine silver wire by Semperfli. For the thorax, I'm using Hairline Ice Dub UV Black. Any black dubbing is fine. And for the hackle, I'm using Hen, and it's like a brown with some little bit of black in it, modeling and stuff. Partridge is also fine for this. The brown feathers, though, if you have a skin. I tied this fly with the partridge feathers for many years. I just prefer Hen. It's not as fragile as partridge. And I don't have a very good skin right now. My feathers are not very good. So I'm just going to go ahead and start my thread. Build a nice smooth base. This has been a really good fly over the years. It's saved my day a few times on some lakes where I wasn't catching anything, and then I threw this out and caught fish. It's very good during a chironomid emergence. I think that's what they take it for sometimes. I'm just going to take my silver wire, tie that in, as well as my tinsel here. Just going to tie that in. And just bring these down the body together. I usually fish this on a clear intermediate, or now I have a hover line just under the surface. Mostly when the dries are coming off, unless I'm using it for just like a searching pattern or something, which it also works well for. So I'm just going to wind my silver tinsel here up the shank in touching turns. I'm slightly overlapping them. Just take your time here and build a nice smooth body. Tie that off. My wire in the way. A couple turns in front and a couple behind there. Behind and front, sorry. Snip that off. You could use silver oval tinsel as well for the body on this, or for the rib on this, sorry. I'm just going to counterwind my wire up the hook here. Nice even spaces. And then tie that off. I'm just going to twist it off. You could at this point take a little bit of resin or head cement or glue or whatever and coat your body if you want it to be more durable. For the purpose of the video, I'm not really going to do that right now because I won't try. But yeah, I do that quite often. I put resin on it. Keep it nice and strong. So I'm just going to take my ice dub here, and it's just a very tiny amount for the thorax. Just wind that on there. If you get some extra long ones, you can just pull them off. I'm just going to take a feather from towards the bottom of the cape here. Pull that out. I'm going to strip the fluff off the bottom that I don't need, as well as the hackle that I'm not going to use, the longer hackle. Try and get some of it out of there. I'm going to take it by the tip and just isolate this tip. Look at how long I want that hackle. So I'm going to take a little bit more off the bottom here. That's about right. I'm going to take the tip and just snip it into a little triangle. It'll give my thread something to grip onto. Just attach that tip there. I'm going to take these hackles and just bend them back. I'm just going to bring the feather and run it through my fingers here. And then just tends to want to twist a little bit, these longer feathers, but that's okay. You can get it back to where you want it. So I'm just going to do a couple of turns there. Tie that off. I do a couple in behind and a couple in front, and then just snip that stem out of there. And now you can just take your hackle and sweep it all back. And then just build a little black head here. Making sure your hackle is all the way around. And whip finish. I have a black soft hackle that I tie exactly the same as this, except I use black holographic for the body and black rib. Same feather, although sometimes I do use a black feather on that one. And then just snip that off. And now I'm just going to apply a little bit of, I have nail polish here. Or you could use resin, whatever your choice of head cement is. There you have it, my silver on silver softie. Thanks for joining me on this edition of On the Bench. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear what kind of soft hackles you enjoy fishing, both in streams and lakes, if you do. And take care, everyone. Tight lines.